All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 10 of the 150, the largest simulated women's wrestling tournament of all time. I am yours truly, Pat Dooley. You see there on the screen, our opening match is going to be between the number 22 seed in our tournament, Meiko Satomura from WWE, as she takes on the 150th seed, Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling's Hyper Misao. What we've done is we've taken Pro Wrestling Illustrated's list of the 150 best women wrestlers in the world from 2022, turned it into a big tournament bracket. We are live in Miami for this opening contest. So yeah, we turned it into a big tournament bracket, and we are closing in on our finale here. We are, 12 days away from crowning the first ever World Simuladies champion at WreSIMania. Hyper Misao, the first one out. This isn't our first look at Misao. We saw her back in the qualifying round. She beat Lady Frost in an upset 3.5-star match. Misao is one of 6 Tokyo Joshi Pro wrestlers remaining in the tournament. TJPW has gone 12-2, which is a really impressive one-loss record. 7-year pro, 33 years old, 5'5", from Ibaraki, Japan. The hero protecting love and peace, Hyper Misao. Meiko Satomura making her way to the ring, one of 8 WWE wrestlers remaining, which is the most among all promotions. WWE has gone 19-18 since the tournament started. The final boss, Meiko Satomura, is a 27-year pro, meaning Hyper Misao was 6 when Satomura debuted. Pardon me. And I do apologize for getting an hour later start tonight than originally announced. I did update it on Twitch and Facebook and everywhere. So hopefully you saw that we had an 8 o'clock Central start time instead of our usual 7 o'clock. We're about to have a pretty major renovation done, and we had a contractor out, and the meeting ran longer than expected, so I had to push back this stream. But here we go. Misao gets the early advantage with the hip toss, but now Satomura firing back with strikes. And a big Northern Lights suplex doesn't turn it into a pin. Instead, just standing over and mocking her fallen opponent. The winner of this match is going to wrestle again tonight. Going to take on the winner of our upcoming match between Yuka Sakazaki and Allison Kay. Now, the winners of our 4, basically we have 8 first-round matches. The 8 winners of those matches will then meet in 4 second-round matches. Those 4 women will be the last 4 to qualify for round 3. We already know 28 of the final 32 wrestlers in the tournament. Thunder Rosa, Charlotte Flair, Taya Valkyrie, Miyu Yamashita, Masha Slamovich, Utami Hayashishida, Shoko Nakajima, Arisa Nakajima, Maki Ito, Lufisto, JC Jane, Biba Fan, Savannah Evans, Tootie Lynn, Jamie Hayter, Jessica Troy, Hikari Noah, Serena Deeb, Natalia, Miyu Watanabe, Raquel Rodriguez, Saori Anu, Dana Brooke, Miranda Alizé, Marty Bell, Shayna Baszler, Layla Gray, and Becca have already qualified, and we will fill in 4 more of those slots tonight. Now, the odds-on favorites coming into tonight are Meiko Satomura, Tasha Steelz, Jordynne Grace, and Mayu Iwatani. However, of the 28 women who have already advanced to round 3, only 7 of them were among the top 32 seeds. Tossing slam there by Misao only gets a 1 count. Working against so that's working against Meiko Satomura, that only 1 in 4 of the top seeds have actually made it. Oh, big running kick, taking Misao's head off there. So that bit of history is working against Meiko Satomura in this match. 1, 2, 3. That backflip kick from Meiko Satomura was enough to pick up the win. So we now know she will face the winner between Yuka Sakazaki and Allison Kay. Making relatively short work. And again, like I was starting to say, the stat working against Hyper Misao was that the qualifiers, after obviously qualifying, have not done well in their first and second round matches. Of the 28 women in the round of 32 that we already know, only Becca was a qualifier. The others who had to qualify have all already been eliminated. So we will see if anybody else can join her, or if that will hold true and only one qualifier will advance. It's basically like somebody winning the play-in game between two 16 seeds in the NCAA tournament and then making it to the Sweet 16. It happens. It's just unlikely. So the tournament rolls on with our next match. We know Meiko Satomura is advanced to wrestle again later tonight. I'm going to see one of my favorites from the independent scene, Davienne, here in action against Impact Wrestling's Tasha Steelz. Now, Davienne is another one that had to qualify. She beat the problem Marina Shafir in the first round. She's also ranked in the 2021 PWI 500 list of the 500 best heavyweight wrestlers, which meant that she qualified for our Season 1 tournament, the 500, where we took that list and turned it into a tournament, much like we've done with the 150. Davienne was in that tournament, but she lost in the first round to Billy Dixon. So she is a sort of veteran of this show here in Pro Wrestling Simulated. She lost to that match to Billy Dixon and then beat Marina Shafir, so she's got a 1-1 overall record. Tasha Steelz, on the other hand, this is our first time seeing her. She is the number 11 seed in the tournament. Impact has 5 wrestlers remaining in the tournament. They had 6 until Taya Valkyrie jumped. Impact has gone 9-4 thus far in the tournament. So both pretty comparable in terms of experience. Davienne's got 9 years as a pro. Tasha's got 8. Tasha's 6 years older, so she started later in life than Davienne at 26 instead of 19. And obviously she's the favorite at number 11 against number 139. But don't sleep on Davienne. She is pretty great. And man, this match is taking a very long time to load, and I'm starting to run out of filler. So Davienne, trained by Brian Fury. She's 5 feet tall, born in Rutland, Massachusetts. Tasha, also a Northeastern gal. She's from Bloomfield, New Jersey, and was trained by Kevin Knight. Neither one currently holds a championship, but obviously Tasha is a former Impact Knockouts champion, which is how she wound up with number 11 ranking on PWI's list. And nothing has happened for quite a while, so I feel like we're about to get the WWE 2K22 has crashed screen. So that's always fun. A 12-match show, and it won't even load the intros for match number 2. All right, well, because that meeting with the contractor ran a little bit long, I didn't get to eat dinner, so I'm going to mute my mic here for a second and grab a couple bites of this granola bar, and hopefully by the time I'm done, the match will have loaded or the game will have crashed. All right, so I don't think this is going to load. And I'm tired of waiting for it to crash, so I'm going to take that off the screen there for a second. And I'm going to go. Yeah, there we go. All right. So I'm just going to close out. I hate closing out of a game while it's loading. I know that's bad gamer etiquette, but I'm just very frustrated with 2K right now. Couldn't even load the second match of the night. 12-match show. So my camera is pointed weirdly high. Wasn't really intending to be on camera at all tonight, but here I am. All right. There we go. I think we're back up and running now. So, what do you say, game? You feel like getting past the loading screens time? Huh, buddy? Think you can do that for me? For your old buddy Pat? We've been at this a while, you and me. And I know you want me to spend the $60 to buy the new version of you, but considering the old version doesn't work, I don't know why I would want to spend that kind of money on the new one. There we go. All right, we're past the halfway point now. It's more than we had before. Actually, that's not true. It stopped at about the 3/4 mark. There we go. We're getting close. There we go. Oh my God. This just isn't going to load, is it? This is very frustrating, guys. I'm so sorry. I know it's getting real close to WreSIMania, and don't have that many more matches to do. But the game does not want to cooperate. I'm going to try skipping that one and coming back to it and hope that it's just something, just one of those weird things, and that going back to, I don't know. We'll skip it and come back to it, see what happens. So next up, we will see Takumi Iroha take on Jordynne Grace. I'm going to rearrange the card here in my format sheet. The winner of this is going to face the winner between Risa Sarah and Edith Surreal. That's a match that will be happening later tonight as well. Takumi Iroha is representing Marvelous That's Women Pro Wrestling. Gotta love Japanese wrestling. She is the only wrestler from Marvelous in the tournament. And because she won a qualifying match, beating Mina Shirakawa, Marvelous is 1-0 in this tournament. And hey, look, it loaded! She is currently one half of the Marvelous AAAW Tag Team Champions, alongside Chikayo Nagashima. One fall. Sugarfoot. Okay, that's not a nickname I'm familiar with for Takumi Iroha, but all right. She's 5'7". She's one of the taller competitors we'll see tonight, 159 pounds. An all-around wrestler from Fukuoka, Japan. She beat Mina Shirakawa. I believe she used her running 3 Thunder Firebomb to win that. She did. Like that. If memory serves, that was the finish, and records indicate I'm correct. All of those things I said about Impact earlier, still accurate. Whoa, hold on. Oh. It's hard to tell. Does she not have bottoms? Or are her bottoms flesh colored? Yeah, okay, see, guys, I download these from the community creations, and y'all are perverts. I mean, is it on me a little bit for not checking to make sure that all of the wrestlers have pants? A little, I suppose. But still, y'all are gross. She did have an alternate attire. I'm hoping that one is not also bottomless. But who knows? Let's take Iroha. Oop, too far. We'll go with the tire 2. And hope she's wearing pants. She still doesn't look like she's wearing pants in that picture, does she? You know what, guys? This stream may not be meant to be tonight. see what happens here. Okay. All right. So here we go. Take 2 with Jordynne Grace. And she's sort of, Jesus, people. All right. This is, you know, I love wrestling, but man, wrestling fans sometimes. I'm going to see if I can get Community Creations to cooperate with me here real quick. Try to download one that has pants because y'all are gross. Feels like something I shouldn't have to check. But who knew? And I think the worst part is that was the most upvoted Jordynne Grace community creation there is. The pantsless one. All right, I'm going to actually check the attires here. All right. Sorry, this stream hasn't been super thrilling yet, but you know, it is what it is. We got our downloading, hopefully. We'll have to, check her stats and stuff too to make sure that she's not like wildly underpowered. Since she's the number 6 seed, she should have really good stats. So here we go. Take 3 on this one. And all right, Jordynne. This is the new one I just got right. Okay, yeah, she's at least higher statted than Iroha. All right, we're gonna try this again. And hopefully she's got pants. Again, not a statement I thought I would have to make tonight. See if it actually loads. And those of you that are just joining us in the last few minutes, there was supposed to be another match happening right now between Tasha Steelz and Davienne, but 2K didn't seem to want to load that match. So we skipped ahead to the next match, which was this match here between Takumi Iroha and Jordynne Grace. Only to find out that the community creation of Jordynne Grace I had downloaded wasn't wearing bottoms. Oh, there we go. Okay. So the face isn't quite right. She has no entrance because it's a Dre 41 gaming edit, but she at least is dressed like a wrestler. So, Jordynne Grace, the last pure athlete, thick mama pump, 5'1", 150, just an absolute powerhouse. Like, legitimately, she's a power lifter and a bodybuilder, just in phenomenal shape. She also appeared in the 500. We mentioned earlier about Davienne. She beat Isaiah Cassidy in round 1 and then Bushi in round 2 before losing in round 3 to Ethan Allen. So no stranger to long runs in PWS tournaments. She is the number 6 seed, getting ready to go one-on-one here against number 134, Takumi Iroha. Iroha with a springboard forearm. Jordynne just kind of shrugs it off and then sentons across her stomach. This show is much more fun when there's actual matches happening, so glad y'all could be here for this part of it. Yeah, it was a frustrating little run there. We had a nice opener. Meiko Satomura made pretty short work of Hyper Misao, and then it just kind of hit the fan there for like 15 minutes. Oh, V-trigger by Takumi Iroha. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. 2 count only. Thick Mama Pump able to kick out. Series of stomps from Iroha, then a diving forearm to the face, and then a kick, and a stomp. Grace firing back. Nope, blocked. Shot to the midsection, and another. And, oh my God, those knees to the midsection from Iroha, driving the wind out of Jordynne Grace. Driving forearms down and a stomp. Pulling her to her feet. More stomps. What's she going for here? Oh, she's going for that move we've seen a lot of people use in this tournament, that hammer lock, and then the joint manipulation on the wrist and fingers of the left hand, and then a double knee to the spine. Takumi Iroha in control here, a little bit surprisingly. Huge splash off the top. 1, 2. Oh, but Jordynne Grace able to kick out. Trading strikes here. Jordynne gets advantage. Up into a firewoman's carry. Backpack stunner. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Jordynne almost got her with the old over-the-shoulder boulder holder. But Iroha able to kick out. Shot to the midsection. Now it's time for the pump handle. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, I really thought that was it. Takumi Iroha kicking out of that pump handle driver. Now Grace firing off stomps. Wrenching back with a camel clutch variation. The referee, I'm not sure what he's doing. Looks like he's strangling the invisible man. He was looking at Takumi Iroha as though he was checking her to see if she gives up, but he was gesturing with his hands in a weird way. And Jordynne Grace just doing push-ups on Takumi Iroha's back. A little bit disrespectful there from the last pure athlete. 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess that those push-ups were devastating, because that was enough. Your number 6 seed, Jordynne Grace, Thick Mama Pump, advances. And yet another qualifier goes down. I got 3 stars. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, 3 stars. Very good, according to the viewer ratings here on 2K. All right. So what do you guys think? Should we give that Tasha and Davienne match another go? I have to do it at some point tonight. So we're going to try it once. That's the plan. I'm going to try it once. And then if it doesn't work this one time, then we'll skip it and go to the next one. And then we'll just try that every time. Excuse me. Jordynne Grace will now face the winner between Risa Serra and Edith Surreal later on. The winner of this match will face either Charlie Evans or Chelsea Green later on this evening. So far, 2 matches in, 2 chalky finishes, no upsets yet, but Davienne is hoping to change that. Also, Davienne is now the last qualifier. Is that right? Hold on. Yes. It's the last qualifier. So if she loses here to Tasha Steelz, then that will mean that Becca is the only one of 22 qualifiers to advance to the 3rd round. Davienne can make it 2. So there's something about one of these edits that the game doesn't like. Because this is the exact same spot where it's gotten stuck twice before. Pressing buttons to see if anything will happen. Doesn't look like it's going to. So we'll close it, relaunch it, skip that match, come back to it. Really trying to get all the matches with the qualifiers done first, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. It's just gonna be one of those nights, I think. The office is super stuffy right now. But I don't want to open a window because it's also rainy and freezing cold outside. Which is why it's stuffy in here. But here we go. Baby Allison from Westside Extreme Wrestling in Germany takes on Mayu Iwatani from World Wonder Ring Stardom. Winner of this will face the winner between Dark Silhouette and Koguma, which is a match that is happening later on tonight. Baby Allison, the 102nd seed in the tournament, one of the lowest seeds to not have to compete in the qualifying round. She is one of only 2 WXW wrestlers in the tournament. The other has been eliminated, so she is all that remains for her promotion. From Frankfurt, Germany, calls herself the Witch Bitch of Wrestling, which I suspect that'll be the last time I say that, because that made me uncomfortable. There you see her. She is wearing the WXW Women's Championship. Baby Allison, 28 years old, 5'5", trained by Aaron Insane and Sasa Keel. She's a high flyer. You see her wearing the WXW Women's title. She is also currently the Pro Wrestling Holland Women's Champion. That WXW Women's title she just won 10 days ago. So Yeah, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before. Her opponent is the number 27 seed, one of 4 wrestlers remaining from World Wonder Ring Stardom. This is the icon of Stardom, the sky blue hyper technician, Mayu Iwatani. .30 years old, a 12-year pro, 5'4", 117 pounds, trained by Stardom's lead trainer Fuka as well as Nanae Takahashi. She has been on the PWI women's list every year since 2017, peaking at number 9 back in 2018. Her number 27 this year is her second lowest, up from last year's number 65. She does not currently hold any titles in the quote-unquote real world, but she is one of the top contenders to become the first ever World Simuladies champion. There's Baby Allison, there's Mayu Iwatani, there's the referee, and there's the bell. Underway, shot to the midsection by Iwatani to start things off. And a springboard crossbody hooks the leg, looking for a very quick win here. 1, 2. Baby Allison able to kick out. Kick to the spine. Iwatani now heading up to the top turnbuckle. Quick as a cat, double stomp right to the chest of Baby Allison. And then another stomp, and then a drop kick to the back of the head. And Iwatani is fired up. Double stomp to the arm. Baby Allison feeling it from this early onslaught from Mayu Iwatani. And then a stomp to the elbow. Baby Allison kicks her away. What's she going for here? Knee drop to the elbow. And a drop kick to the back of the head. And Baby Allison is in firm control now after getting off to a rocky start here against Mayu Iwatani. Big overhand chop. Now going for possibly a backbreaker. Yep. Lands it. Now headed to the top rope. I mentioned earlier she likes to fly. Big elbow drop off the top by Baby Allison. Hooks the leg, but Iwatani's foot's under the rope. Referee's not going to count it. Baby Allison playing to the crowd. Slightly less popular among... Oh, nice roll through on that wheelbarrow by Iwatani into a double stomp. Springboard. Oh, I think she was going... Actually, I'm not entirely sure what she was going for. Probably a leg drop, but Allison moved. And now a single arm DDT. Now working over with the Fujiwara armbar. Trying to rip that arm out of socket. Iwatani in a lot of trouble here. Allison now going into that sideways figure 4. For a variation on the Nagata lock too. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And that is enough. Baby Allison, the number 102 seed, pulls off a big upset here.
Here is your winner,
Baby Allison pulling off the upset, a 2-star match. She will now move on, as we mentioned before. She will face either Dark Silhouette or Koguma later on in this episode. All right, so that is 3 down, 9 to go. Let's try the Davienne Tasha Steelz match one more time here. If it fails to load this time, what we'll do is we will skip the match one more time, and we'll do the Silhouette Koguma match, and then I'll take a 5-minute intermission just to try and figure out what it is about these edits that the game doesn't like. Try and download, whatever updated versions I need to get this match going. Oh, nope. Oh, of course I screw it up. Well, although this is a good control group. This is supposed to be Davienne and Tasha Steelz. But if this loads, then we can pretty logically assume that the problem is the Tasha Steelz creation, right? Okay, so that loaded. So we know we're just going to skip all of this. We know Davienne works. Okay. Folks, you are seeing science at its best here. Gotta love experimentation. We just established that the Davienne edit is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. So if it still doesn't load here, then we can logically deduce that the problem must be with this Tasha Steelz creation. And I will just download a new Tasha Steelz during the 5-minute intermission. All right. We're loading. It's still loading, but we're not quite to the point yet where it would normally snag. So I'm not holding my breath yet. All right, closing in on the halfway mark of loading. Getting there. It's going slow. I'm not optimistic. But hey, at least we can listen to Elias's theme. That's a banger. Come on. Come on, you see right here? There it is. Just chilling out. That's right about where it's died. What is this? The 4th try now? Yeah, there he goes. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Yep, there we go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take that 5-minute break. And I will try and find a better, or doesn't even have to be better, it just has to be functional, Tasha Steelz. And then when we come back, Tasha Steelz and Davienne, one-on-one, theoretically. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try this. I don't think this Tasha is quite as good as the other one, but as long as the match happens, I don't really care. This is our 5th attempt at doing Tasha Steelz against Davienne, number 11 seed against number 139. It's already loaded farther than it ever has with the old one, so yeah, there was just something broken about that other Tasha. So that sucks. But here we go. We are in Milan, and here comes Davienne.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from the United States of America, Davienne.
The gatekeeper, not America's sweetheart, Davienne, 28 years old, 9-year pro from Rutland, Massachusetts. In case you've joined us since the first time we tried to do these intros.
From Brooklyn, New York, T. Steelz.
So Tasha Steelz, 34 years old, 8-year pro, one of 5 Impact wrestlers remaining. Impact is on 10-4. Earlier on, we saw Jordynne Grace beat Takumi Iroha to advance to the round of 64. We will see her later on. She will be facing the winner between Risa Sarah and Edith Surreal. The winner of this match will face the winner between Charlie Evans and Chelsea Green as the largest simulated women's wrestling tournament of all time rolls on. We started this episode with 44 women remaining in the bracket. We've seen 3 fall. We're about to lose a 4th, bring it down to a fab 40. Rocker dropper by Tasha right off the bat. Davienne firing off. Vertical suplex, nicely done here. Holding her up. Oh, signaling to the crowd with one hand before driving her down. Hooks the leg. One count only as Tasha kicks out. Davienne heading to the top rope. What's she going for here? Big elbow drop. Striking a pose. A little familiar. I think she's got a nerve hold going, but it's hard to tell from this angle. Do it to the hard cam, Davienne. Leg trip by Tasha Steelz. Not sure what she was going for on that springboard, but she and Davienne both landed badly. Davienne tweeted out a picture of her in a hospital earlier. And it was either yesterday or today. I'm not really sure what's going on with her. I hope everything's going great. She's a heck of a talent. She's a lot of fun to watch. I definitely recommend it if you've never, just, look her up on YouTube or Independent Wrestling TV or any, whatever your streaming platform of choice is. Davienne's a lot of fun, and I hope whatever happened, she recovers from it quickly. A springboard bulldog, really a stratisfaction there from Tasha. 2 count only. Davienne able to kick out. But that's part of the joy of doing these simulations. Is doesn't matter about injuries. Doesn't matter what promotion somebody's signed to. Frog splash by Tasha. 1, 2. Davienne kicks out. In our tag team tournament, the 100. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. We'll have another episode of that on Thursday. The Briscoe brothers are in it. The joy of simulation is, we can simulate Jay Briscoe matches, which we'll unfortunately never see again after his tragic loss recently. So it's, you know, that's the cool thing about video games is you can, you know, you can simulate anything. Except you can't simulate Davienne doing her moves toward the hard cam. Nor can we simulate a WWE that isn't marred by production issues. There we go. Tasha with the go behind. Big German suplex driving Davienne down right onto the T in the logo. And then a sliding drop kick right to the face. Now working over the arm. Tasha trying to get the crowd into it. A couple of stomps. Now she's backing off. And there's that Mr. Perfect snapmare. Actually, I think the first time we've seen that tonight. 1, 2. Kick out by Davienne. Now just wow. It was a sort of a variation on the triangle choke, but then she just clubbed her with a forearm to the face while she was held there. The top rope looks like she's going for that frog splash again. Davienne rolls out of the way. I don't know what she was going for, but Tasha turns it around into a sit-out face buster. Remember, an inverted Falcon Arrow. Now back to the top. Is she looking for that frog splash again? She is, and she hits it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. No! Whoa, I really thought that was it. The game hung up for just a second, so I thought that was it. I thought literally that the ref's hand hit a third time. But no, Davienne kicks out of the frog splash for a second time. Ooh, baseball slide drop kick in the corner. A devastating move by Davienne. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and that does it. We got another upset. As number 139 has beaten number 11. It took a big chunk of this episode to finally get this match to happen, but it was worth it as Davienne, baseball slide drop kick in the corner, takes out Tasha Steelz. I think that we got 3.5. Might have even bumped up to 4 by the end. It is 4. 4-star match. We haven't had one of those since episode 7, when Ronda Rousey and Alexis Falcon had one. So congrats to Tasha and Davienne for having a great match, but Davienne picks up the win, pulls off the upset, and now will face either Charlie Evans or Chelsea Green, while Tasha Steelz is just the latest in a long string of top seeds to go down in an early round. But Sugar, she went down swinging. So now we've had our first 4 matches. We're about to find out who will face the winners of those matches in the second round. Earlier on, we saw Baby Allison upset Mayu Iwatani. And now we're about to find out who Baby Allison's opponent is going to be in that match. We will see the number 91 seed Koguma as she takes on number 38 Dark Silhouette. It's CMLL against Stardom for a match with somebody from WXW. You gotta love these cross-promotional matches that we only get thanks to tournaments like this. So the winner of this is going to face Baby Allison. We know the winner between Yuka Sakazaki and Allison Kay is going to face Meiko Satomura. The winner between Charlie Evans and Chelsea Green will face Davienne. And the winner between Risa Sarah and Edith Surreal will face Jordynne Grace. Koguma making her entrance now. One of only 3 women remaining from World Wonder Ring Stardom. The promotion has gone 9-17. For being the premier women's wrestling promotion in the world, Stardom has struggled in this tournament. Koguma, 4'11", 117 pounds. She's a technician. She's going to be looking to ground Dark Silhouette, the luchadora here. She's the only woman remaining from CMLL. CMLL has gone 0-1 in the tournament thus far. Silhouette, 37 years old, 17-year pro, compared to Koguma, who's 25 and 9, respectively. But here she comes, Dark Silhouette.
From Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Dawn C. Luscious.
Is trained by Flash, Mascara Mágica, Gran Cochise, and El Satanico. She's currently the Mexican National Women's Champion, a title she's held since 2021. So, year and a little over 4 months since she won that title. Of course, championship's not on the line until the final, at which point we will be crowning the first ever World Simuladies champion. So Silhouette makes her entrance with the mask and then removes it, wrestles without it. Here we go. Dark Silhouette against Koguma. Silhouette getting the crowd behind her. She's got those weird flesh-colored things on the side too, but at least like her singlet has a bottom, unlike that Jordynne Grace I downloaded earlier. That was very disappointing. But there's Koguma, there's Dark Silhouette, there's the referee, and there's the bell, and we're underway. Koguma comes out striking. She's the larger participant here in terms of bulk, but she's 4 inches shorter and 8 pounds lighter, but she's thicker than Silhouette, more of a powerhouse style build compared to Silhouette, who's more lean, more designed for the Lucha Libre style. Koguma just walks across her and then fires off some kicks. The lower seed, number 91, in control here early. Now, I thought she was going for a neck breaker. Instead, she's just hanging her by her hair. Well, that's hardly within the rules. Koguma up to the middle turnbuckle. What's she going for here? It looked like she's going for a missile drop kick, but instead she somehow merged into the body of Dark Silhouette and then throws her to the floor. So I did mention earlier we've got the 100, which is kind of the parallel tournament we've been running, where we are going to be crowning the first World Simulate Tag Champions at WreSIMania. Our next episode will be Thursday night, where we will see the outfielders take on the Philly Marino Experience. Los Hermanos Lee against the Kings of the District. Mercedes Monet and Naomi will take on Disaster Box. The OC will take on Pretty Empowered. Toxic Attraction against the Motor City Machine Guns. The Magical Sugar Rabbits against Z-Brats. And then we will also have appearances from the Briscoe Brothers and Violence is Forever. That will be, I believe that is the penultimate match in the... Yeah, it is. It's the next to last show for the 100, because the next one after that will be rounds 4 and 5, the 5 being the quarterfinals, which will narrow it down to the final 4, who will all be competing at WreSIMania. Pretty wild. We're almost there. We've almost reached the finish line here. Koguma almost got the pin there. Big release German suplex. Just tossing Silhouette over her head. And dragged her away from the ropes and then just stood there, allowing Silhouette to come off with a big clothesline. Silhouette's hair looks like she's just got like unraveled film canisters all over her head. 1, 2. I thought she got her with the go to sleep. Koguma lives to fight another day. She's got her set up for a pump handle suplex. Nicely done. Up and overhead by Silhouette. And it's not an easy move to pull off. Looked like she was getting ready to try and finish Koguma off, but Koguma fights back. Hammerlock DDT. Driving Silhouette down. Hooks the leg. 1. The referee saw Silhouette grab the bottom rope. And for once, actually sees it. And calls for the pin to be broken. Koguma now got her up. Snap suplex. Headed up top. Huge splash off the top rope by Koguma. 1, 2, 3. And we've got another upset. Number 91, Koguma, picks up the win.
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
It's 3 straight upsets. And she's not sticking around. Just celebrating on her way up the ramp. 3.5 stars for that one. A big top rope splash. Koguma will now move on to face Baby Allison in a second round contest. That match will happen after our intermission. So got 3 more matches to get through before we take that. So we started the show off with back-to-back, quote unquote chalk wins as odds-on favorites Meiko Satomura and Jordynne Grace advanced. But now 3 straight upsets as number 102 Baby Allison, number 139 Davienne, and just now number 91 Koguma have all picked up wins to advance to the round of 64. Matches that will be happening later on in this episode. We're about to find out who's going to be facing Satomura, whether it'll be the 86 seed Allison Kay, you see on the left, or number 43 Yuka Sakazaki. Sakazaki technically under contract with AEW, although you definitely see her more often in Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling now. Allison Kay, an independent, but she does do a lot of stuff for the NWA. And we did also just see her in the 100, teaming with Marty Bell. I don't remember what the result of their match was. Stand by. They lost to Atrapa Sueños in the 3rd round of the tournament. They beat Stinger, but then lost to Atrapa Sueños. Allison Kay, 5'10", 150, one of the largest participants in the tournament. Trained by Matthew Priest and Bill Martell. 14-year pro is the AK-47 Allison Kay. Mainstay of the independent scene. Hoping to get some international recognition here by beating one of the top stars of Japan and advancing to the next round of the largest simulated women's wrestling tournament of all time, where she would, of course, then have to face another top star from Japan. If she makes it through Sakazaki, Meiko Satomura awaits in round 2. And loading. There she is. Magical girl, Yuka Sakazaki.
From Osaka,
So Yuka Sakazaki is the current Tokyo Joshi Pro Princess of Princess champion, title that she won back in October. 5 foot 228 pounds. Speaking of the 100, we will see her on Thursday night. There's a chance Yuka Sakazaki might have to wrestle 4 matches in the span of about 48 hours because she's teaming with Mizuki as the Magical Sugar Rabbits against Z-Brats. And then, of course, if they win that match, they then advance to the 3rd round where they would have to face Violence is Forever. So Sakazaki, one of only a handful of women remaining, and actually maybe the last woman remaining who could conceivably be challenging for 2 titles at WreSIMania. Don't quote me on that, but I just looking a quick scan of who's left. I think that's right. I think Yuka Sakazaki is the only one who could walk away a double champion. Unless someone who's in the Royal Rumble to crown the number 1 contender for Royce Chambers' World Simuate title. Is there anybody in that? Alex Shelley or the Motor City Machine Gun still in it? You would think these are the kinds of things I would have memorized, but with 2 enormous tournaments happening at the same time, Motor City Machine Guns are still in the tournament, so he could conceivably be challenging for the tag team titles and the world title if he wins the Rumble. Ditto Jimmy Uso. Huge splash off the top rope by AK-47. And then a kick to the spine. So yeah, there's not many. Not many wrestlers with chances at being double champions. This elbow to the spine from Allison Kay. Using that size advantage. She's got 8 inches and 22 pounds on Sakazaki. She's got her up in a firewoman's carry. That's a long way up for a Samoan drop. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Sakazaki able to kick out. Yuka Sakazaki, one of 5 AEW wrestlers remaining. Promotion has gone 12 and 15 in this tournament. Reverse pile driver by Allison Kay. 1, 2. Sakazaki's able to kick out. Now, tilt-a-whirl into a stunner. Nicely done by Sakazaki. I thought Kay was reversing it, but Sakazaki reversed the reversal. And a springboard frog splash. Nicely done. That's the Maho Shoujo splash. 2, 3, and that is enough. The number 43 seed, Yuka Sakazaki, has advanced. Match that's going to be coming up against Meiko Satomura later on tonight. Yuka Sakazaki ends the streak of upsets at 3. Mayu Iwatani, Tasha Steelz, and Dark Silhouette all got upset, but Sakazaki snaps that, picking up the win here over AK-47 Allison Kay. 2.5 stars on that one. Big win for Yuka. And again, that now means she will be facing Meiko Satomura later on in this episode. And yes, that is going to wind up being our main event. Just based on seeds, that is, there's no way we will get a combined seed better than those two. So, Meiko Satomura and Yuka Sakazaki will be our main event. And what was the other? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we now know 2 of our second round matches coming up later tonight. We know Koguma will face Baby Allison. We just saw Yuka Sakazaki set up a showdown with Meiko Satomura. We're about to find out who is going to face Davienne later on. Davienne, one of those 3 women that pulled off upsets, beating Tasha Steelz. Here we go. We've got Chelsea Green, the hot mess, as she takes on Charlie Evans. Again, Davienne awaits the winner. Chelsea Green, when this tournament started, represented Impact. It's now under WWE contract. Charlie Evans is the only wrestler remaining from Pro Wrestling Eve, a promotion that has gone 1-4 in this tournament. So definitely struggles for Pro Wrestling Eve. Evans hoping to keep them alive for at least one more match. She is the higher seed, but out first comes the hot mess Chelsea Green, 5 feet 7 inches tall, trained by the legendary Lance Storm. She's from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada.
The following contest is scheduled for one
She's definitely doing a hot mess entrance, but it's a Dre 41 gaming edit, so there's no music or video. So she's just dancing to the music in her head. Oh, yeah. Chelsea Green has appeared on 3 previous PWI lists, 2017, 2018, and then returned to the list in 2021. Her number 75 ranking is up from the previous year, but would be her previous low. And she's in trouble because the hot mess now has to face the violence artist, Chev's Charlie Evans. Charlie Evans, one of the most violent women on the independent scene. First time I ever saw her was a hardcore match against it was another Australian woman. She's in this tournament. I'm unfortunately blanking on her name. But that was the first time I ever saw the skewer spot, where she basically jammed them so far into her opponent's head she looked like Bull Nakano meets Bart Simpson. It was gross. So I don't envy Chelsea Green right now. Shot to the midsection and kicks. Green looks like she's going to try and out wrestle Charlie Evans here, which might be her only chance. Charlie Evans also participated in the 500, our season 1 tournament, where she beat Tomohiro Ishii in round 1 and Big Calix in round 2 before losing in round 3 to Arrow Boy. So, a veteran of these tournaments. Chelsea Green got her trapped in the ropes. I'm a little surprised the ref's not doing anything. Backstabber through the ropes. And the number 75 seed Chelsea Green in control here early for a variation on the camel clutch. Side Russian leg sweep by Charlie. Veteran move there to float over. Both women about 8 years as pros. Charlie is 5 years younger than Chelsea, though. Chelsea off the ropes. Big kick. And just a jumping senton. Oh, Charlie reverses it. Now just those mounted forearms. We knew Charlie would try to make this violent fast. And so far, yeah, there we go. She's got Chelsea on the apron. Big punch. Oh, no. No. She's not going for the side slam on the... Oh, my God. Just breaking the spine of Chelsea Green. Pulling her up by the hair. Into a Cobra clutch. A horizontal Cobra clutch there by Charlie Evans. Oh, Chelsea Green fighting her way out of it. And then just a big old kick to the head. Actually, a couple of them fighting on the floor. Of course, we do have a 20 count here in PWS. as opposed to the more traditional 10. A big leg sweep there by Charlie. And sends her back into the ring. Looking for a... Oh, I thought she was going for a short arm clothesline, sort of a variation on Eat Defeat, except it was more just like a straight Yakuza kick. And a big kick from Chelsea's looking to get the pin off of it. Charlie Evans able to kick out. Oh, big pump kick by Chelsea. She said, is she getting ready for the Van Prettier maybe? No, she eats an elbow from Charlie. That was a big running kick. Rolls her over into a Fujiwara armbar. Just cranking back on the arm. Just working over the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, all of the major joints in Chelsea Green's left arm. Rolls her over, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and that does it. Charlie Evans, the number 54 seed, picks up the win and heads to a showdown with Davienne later on tonight. So, Pro Wrestling Eve survives one more match. Win for Charlie there. $75 Chelsea Green. What do we got? Another 2.5 stars. Didn't fall after Fujiwara. All right, we've got one more. This is the last first round match of the tournament. Tournament that started with 150 participants is now down to 37. Again, this is the last first round match. Then we'll take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we'll have the last 4 second round matches. But before we can do that, we've got essentially our round 1 main event as Edith Surreal, the number 70 seed, one of the top women on the independent scene, takes on World Wonder Ring Stardom's WreSIMania. Here we go. Winner will face Jordynne Grace. So Edith Surreal, number 70. WreSIMania, number 59. Edith Surreal was in the 500, losing in the first round to Yuji Hino. Edith is the current Enjoy Wrestling champion. Well, WreSIMania is 1/3 of the Artist of Stardom championship with Hiragi Kurumi and Suzu Suzuki. Stardom is 1-1 tonight. And there are only 3 Stardom wrestlers remaining, and the promotion has gone 10-17. Sarah hoping to improve that, obviously, and looking forward to a showdown with Jordynne Grace. But out first, Edith Surreal. Like I said, she's the current Enjoy Wrestling champion, the exhibition of intrigue, the ephemeral queen, 6 feet tall, 165 pounds. One fall.
Making her way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Real Deal.
She was trained at the Chikara Wrestle Factory by Cheeseburger, Chuck Taylor, Drew Gulak, Hallowicked, Mike Quackenbush, Ophidian, and Orange Cassidy. 5-year pro, mainstay on Independent Wrestling TV's Camp Leapfrog, along with many other promotions. Edith Surreal, definitely a lot of fun to watch. She's got a serious size advantage here of 6 inches and about 33 pounds. Now, Risa Sera, she can go technically, same as Edith, but she also has a death match streak in her. So it'll be interesting to see if she taps into that here. 31 years old, 10-year pro, so she's got twice as much experience as Edith Surreal. And she's fighting for promotional pride. As we mentioned, Stardom has struggled mightily in this tournament. They started with 20. They are down to 3. Only one of them has advanced to the round of 32. Koguma won earlier tonight, so she is advanced to wrestle one more time tonight. She still has to win that. So there are still essentially 3 more chances for Stardom to lose tonight. And we may come out of this episode with only one Stardom wrestler standing. So here we go, our final first round match. It took us 10 episodes to get here, but here we go. Risa Sera and Edith Surreal. Nice springboard back kick by Risa Sera. 1 count only, though. Much too early. Got her up for a Fisherman Brainbuster. Now up to the top. Huge double stomp right to the midsection of Edith Surreal. Now drops a knee to the elbow. Put her up by the hair. And a big right hand. Wrenching back on the shoulder. And then a kick to the face from Edith Surreal. Side Russian leg sweep. What's she doing? Dropping a knee across the elbow. Heading up top. What's Edith got in mind? As she fights Risa off. Huge shotgun missile drop kick. And yes, I'm aware shotguns and missiles don't typically go together, but hey, I didn't come up with the naming conventions for pro wrestling moves. Rings of Saturn there. Or a variation on the Nagata lock. Risa Sera able to escape. And again hits that springboard back kick. Hooks the leg. 2. 2 count only. I don't know what she's doing now. Just kind of running laps. Now back up to the top rope. Is she going for that double stomp again? No, she went for a double knee drop, but Edith moved. That diving double knee drop is one of her trademark moves. Edith's got her, hooking her up. Fruit by the foot. Trying to get the submission here. Punch to the face from Risa Sera. To the midsection. Now she's got her in the Greco-Roman knuckle lock, taking her for a walk to the corner. Big lucha arm drag. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Edith Surreal pulls off one more upset here. And Stardom continues to struggle. Edith Surreal representing the independents well. Risa Sera, the latest Stardom wrestler to fall. Win for Edith, 2.5 stars. That's their 3rd straight 2.5 star match. And we now know for sure Edith Surreal will face Jordynne Grace when we come back from our intermission. Also taking place when we come back, Carly Evans against Davienne. Koguma against Baby Allison. And our main event, Meiko Satomura against Yuka Sakazaki. Folks, those will fill in the last 4 spots in the round of 32. You won't want to miss that. We will be back in 5. And we are back with our first of 4 second-round matches tonight. 28 women have already advanced to the round of 32. We will fill in those 4 spots tonight, starting with this match here between the number 54 seed Charlie Evans and number 139, the lowest seed remaining, Davienne. Davienne earlier tonight upset Tasha Steelz, and Charlie Evans beat Chelsea Green. And let's see, the winner of this match is going to face the winner between Meiko Satomura and Yuka Sakazaki in round 3. And that match, stand by, I'm pulling up the schedule. That match is going to happen this Sunday as rounds 3 and 4 kick off. So after tonight, we will have 2 more episodes of the 150 before WreSIMania. This Sunday, the 26th, and then Thursday, the 30th. We also have 2 episodes of the 100 remaining this Thursday, and then a week from today, Tuesday, the 28th. And then April 2nd is WreSIMania, where we will have the quarterfinals, semifinals, and final of this tournament, the 150, the semifinals and final of the 100, which is our tag team tournament. We will have a Royal Rumble to determine the number 1 contender for the World Simuweight Champion, Royce Chambers, and then that match will be the main event, Royce Chambers against the Rumble winner. So a lot of great stuff coming up in the next 12 days. As season 2 of Pro Wrestling Simulated draws to a close. We've almost done it. But there's Davienne, there's Charlie Evans, and it is time to find out who is going to join Thunder Rosa, Charlotte Flair, Taya Valkyrie, Miyu Yamashita, Masha Slamovich, Utami Hayashishida, Shoko Nakajima, Arisa Nakajima, Maki Ito, Lufisto, JC Jane, Viva Van, Savannah Evans, Tootie Lynn, Jamie Hayter, Jessica Troy, Hikari Noah, Serena Deeb, Natalia, Mayu Iwatani, Raquel Rodriguez, Saori Anu, Dana Brooke, Miranda Alizé, Marty Bell, Shayna Baszler, Layla Gray, and Becca. Now, Becca, significant because she is the only qualifier to make it to the 3rd round. If Davienne can pull off another upset here, it would be her 3rd in the tournament, then she would be the 2nd. Oh, big knee to the face, though, from Charlie Evans. Definitely showing Davienne that she's not going to be an easy upset. Another big knee to the face. The Charlie trigger there. And now just biting the fingers of Davienne. And doing it again, right in front of the referee, who seems otherwise occupied. 1, 2. 2 count for Charlie. Crowd thinks that's too sweet. I wonder if they're referring to Davienne's fingers. Big left hand and a right. Davienne in control here. Looking for a suplex. As she's doing it again. We saw her do this earlier against Tasha Steelz. Let's go with that right hand before driving Charlie Evans down. A series of stomps. Big right hand and a left and a right. Series of punches from Davienne. And now a big backbreaker. Just stretching Charlie Evans across her knee. Looking for a belly-to-belly. Major belly-to-belly overhead suplex by Davienne. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. That does it. Davienne, the number 139 seed, has advanced to the round of 32. Massive upset by Davienne, but she has, she's made a career of that here at the 150. She's just pulling off upset after upset after upset. First, it was Marina Shafir. Then it was Tasha Steelz. And now it's Charlie Evans. Davienne moves on to the round of 32. Got 3 more slots to fill in that round. And again, those matches will take place this Sunday. Or I'm sorry, that match in particular will happen a week from Thursday, the 30th. Round 3 and 4 kick off on Sunday, but those particular matches will be on the second episode of rounds 3 and 4, which will be on Thursday. Not 2 days from now, 9 days from now. I think I made that as confusing as I possibly can. My work here is done. But you didn't do anything, didn't I? Baby Allison, the number 102 seed, preparing to take on number 91, Koguma. Another battle of low seeds here. Baby Allison upset Mayu Iwatani earlier. Koguma did the same to Dark Silhouette. So the winner of this match will face the winner between Jordynne Grace and Edith Surreal a week from Thursday. So I mentioned Baby Allison beat Mayu Iwatani. That was a 2-star match. Koguma beating Dark Silhouette 3.5. One fall.
Making her way to the ring from Germany, the women's champion,
Baby Allison, the current Pro Wrestling Holland Women's Champion. You can see she's wearing the West Side Extreme Wrestling Women's Championship. She's the only wrestler remaining from WXW, a promotion that has gone 2-1 thus far. Hoping to have better luck than Pro Wrestling Eve has in this tournament, as Charlie Evans was their last woman standing, and she just lost to Davienne. Speaking of promotions that have struggled in this tournament, World Wonder Ring Stardom continues their losing ways. 10 wins, 18 losses. Tonight, so far, we have already seen Mayu Iwatani and Risa Sera both lose. Utami Hayashishida is already in the round of 32. Koguma hoping to be the second Stardom representative in that round. That'd be pretty wild if the best women's promotion in the world only got one wrestler into the round of 32. But this tournament has just been absolutely bonkers in terms of upsets, in terms of surprises. Anything can truly happen here. And Baby Allison definitely hoping to capitalize on that element of chaos. I think belly to belly, that's a move Davienne just used to beat Charlie Evans. But Baby Allison not going for the pin off of it because it is far too early. Staying on Koguma. Nice move there. Dodging the charging opponent, turning it into a dragon suplex for a quick 2 count. Baby Allison playing to the crowd. Wrenching the arm and then kicking her in the chest. Now going into the cross arm breaker. Again, the winner of this is going to face the winner between Jordynne Grace and Edith Surreal coming up later on. Actually, that'll be the next match after this one. To the midsection, Kokuma starting to take advantage back after a flurry to start the match from Baby Allison. Kokuma heading up to the top rope now. Signaling for Allison to get to her feet. High crossbody glancing blow. She didn't land all of it, but enough to take Allison down. But now Allison with a cravat suplex. Shades of Chris Hero there with that. It's a forearm across the face. 2 count only for Baby Allison. Arguing with the referee isn't going to get you anywhere, Allison. Got to go for those pins. Cross arm breaker again. Now Fisherman Buster. And a stomp again on the elbow. Off the ropes. Just a vertical splash there by Kokuma. As for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Baby Allison kicks out. Baby Allison hoping to be another very low seed to advance. We saw the lowest seed to advance, number 139, Davienne. Baby Allison hoping to join her as 100 level seeds, but a big splash by Baby Allison by Kokuma off the top rope. 2, 3. That is the move that she used earlier tonight to beat Dark Silhouette. And it has the same result here. Kokuma is your winner and advances to the round of 32. Kokuma is the 30th woman to clinch a spot in the 3rd round. 2 more spots remain in our final 2 matches tonight. 3 stars, our first match to top 2.5 since Koguma's 3.5-star match with Dark Silhouette earlier. So Kokuma bringing the good stuff to the ring. This next match is kind of a low-key dream match for me. I didn't realize I wanted it until it happened in this tournament. But we are about to see Edith Surreal one-on-one with Jordynne Grace. I mean, how great would that be? Earlier tonight, Jordynne Grace beat Takumi Iroha. Edith Surreal upset Risa Serra. So again, not a great night for Japanese women, although we did just see Kokuma pick up the win. So congrats to Kokuma for being the 2nd Stardom wrestler to advance. Not leaving Utami Hayashishida there all by herself. Here she comes. Edith Surreal. We saw her beat Risa Serra. Again, she is the ephemeral queen, the exhibition of intrigue. 6 feet tall, 165 pounds from Philadelphia.
The following contest is scheduled for
one fall.
Making her way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the real
Edith Surreal making her way to the ring here. Showing some respect, wiping her feet. Something that's drilled into the heads of the students at the FXC Wrestling Academy, which I can't believe we're almost 2 hours into this stream. That's the first time I've mentioned FXC. Hey, everybody, if you don't know who I am the creative lead, and I will be the play-by-play announcer for FXC Wrestling when we start doing our shows. Hoping to launch next month with a very exciting roster of young talent. School opened last January. run by it's co-owned and operated by AJ Gallant, student of Shawn Michaels and the WCW Power Plant. Toured for a while with Eddie Guerrero and Mr. Perfect. He's a super knowledgeable guy. For a while, he ran the FXC Academy in Florida, which was at the time the biggest independent wrestling training facility in the world, or in America. Sorry. And then they closed their doors. He moved to Tennessee, and he opened the school in Hendersonville, alongside the current NWA World Television Champion Tom Latimer, the current NWA World Women's Champion Camille, and two-time former world champion Jerry effin Lynn. Jerry Lynn. I got Jerry Lynn's number. I can text Jerry Lynn right now if I wanted to. I'm not gonna, because it's late and he's undoubtedly in whatever city AEW is in this week, getting ready to help produce that show tomorrow night for Dynamite. Are they in Canada still? I've lost track. I do know that Tom and Camille just got back from a tour of Mexico, where they both participated in the Lucha Libre World Cup. Congrats to Camille and her teammates, Jordynne Grace and Deonna Purrazzo, for winning the women's side of the, they were representing Team USA. They won the women's Lucha Libre World Cup. Tom's Team Europe, alongside, why am I blank? Joe Hendry from Impact and another European wrestler I've never heard of. They were team, and I know for me to not have heard of them, but they were Team Europe. They made it to the semifinals of the men's bracket before coming up short. So good showings from both of them. Always proud of my friends when they do well. And I'm really excited for you guys to meet the students at that first FXE show coming up in hopefully about a month. Really, I'm just excited to be doing this for real. Like, I enjoy calling these simulated matches, but man, it's going to be so much more fun in an arena, 1,500 fans, music pumping, crowd going nuts. Yeah, it's going to be good times. Oh, Edith. Oh, looking for the fruit roll up here. Jordan, manages to fight her way out of it. There's that power advantage from Jordynne Grace, that big release German suplex. Edith's a big, strong woman, but Jordynne Grace, I mean, they call her Thick Mama Pump for a reason. Maybe the most powerful female wrestler in the world. I'm trying to think right now of anybody off the top of my head that really is even in her league. Like, Jade Cargill is very strong. Nyla Rose is very strong. Charlie Evans is pretty strong, but none of them, I don't think, are on Jordan's level. Oh, nice single leg there. I think Edith was probably trying to set up for one of her submissions. Jordynne fights out of it. Going for the pump handle. Pump handle driver. 1, 2, 3. And that does it. Jordynne Grace, the number 6 seed, picks up the win. Mentioned multiple times, top seeds have not done great in this tournament. Mama pump handle. And Jordynne Grace is moving on to the round of 32. Only the 8th top 32 seed to clinch a spot in that round. We will see. Oh, that's nice. We will see who will claim the last spot in the round of 32 in our main event. But congrats to Jordynne. Congrats to Impact Wrestling for getting Jordynne through to the third round. Again, one more spot on the line here. It's WWE against AEW. How else could we have ended the second round of this tournament? Then with number 43 seed, Yuka Sakazaki, and number 22, Meiko Satomura. Down to the ring for the final match of round number 2. It's Sakazaki and Satomura. That was Impact over the Independents. That was the 11th win for Impact, the 31st loss for the Independents. Jordynne Grace, one of only 3 of the top 8 to advance to the round of 32. High seeds have struggled. 1 of the top 4, 3 of the top 8, 6 of the top 16, 9 of the top 32. That's including Meiko Satomura, who may not survive this match. Yeah, of the women who have advanced, 23 of the 31. Yes, yeah, 23 of the 31 are all seeded 33rd or lower. So yeah, Yuka Sakazaki, the Princess of Princess champion from Tokyo Joshi Pro, representing All Elite Wrestling for the purposes of this tournament. But she's also one half of the Magical Sugar Rabbits tag team alongside Mizuki. They will be in action this Thursday night on our tag team show, The 100, as they hope to advance in that tournament as well. But first, Sakazaki's got a steep hill to climb here as she takes on the number 22 seed, Meiko Satomura. Satomura looks ready. She looks pumped. We saw her earlier on tonight, actually in our opener, beat Hyper Misao. Sakazaki beat Allison Kay. Those matches got 1.5 and 2.5 stars, respectively. Satomura made very quick work of Hyper Misao, which I'm pretty sure is the reason for that low rating. And there is the bell, and it's time for our main event. Sakazaki off to a hot start here, driving the elbow into the head of Satomura. Standing moonsault by the magical girl. And a springboard moonsault off the top rope. Not just your standard quebrada off the middle rope. Shooting star press from the middle turnbuckle by Sakazaki. Man, she came to play. Two count on the pin there. Referee making it clear that it was indeed only a 2 count. And now another springboard off the top rope moonsault. Sakazaki flying all over the place here. She knows it's the main event. She knows it's for the last spot in round 3. So she's got to bring out the big guns, and she's doing just that. She also knows she's the underdog. She knows underdogs have done well in this tournament, but that's no guarantee, Past results are... Oh, my goodness. Baseball slide under the corner. Nicely done by Yuka Sakazaki. We're going a little past the 2 hours that we had allotted for this show, but we did have some technical problems earlier on. So I don't mind going past the 10 o'clock hour here in Central Time Zone. Not for this match. This is a fun one. Sakazaki now. That's a nice. I'm really not sure what to call that. It was almost like a grapevine DDT. Went for a big kick, but it's blocked by Satomura. And then Dragon Screw leg whip. And sending Sakazaki into the ring steps. Referees count up to 8. Again, no sense of urgency here from these two because they know that we use a 20 count on the floor as opposed to the traditional 10. A nice clover leaf on the floor there by Satomura. She can't win by submission on the floor, but she can definitely do some damage. And really, in a match like this, that's really all you can ask for, right? Sakazaki back in the ring now. Referees got up to 12. But both women back in the ring. Spinning back fist by Satomura. And then a backflip kick. That's the move she used to win the opener. 1, 2, 3. And Meiko Satomura is your winner and advances to the round of 32. Didn't catch how many stars that was. But Meiko Satomura is your winner. I'm guessing probably 3. 2. Only 2 stars for Meiko Satomura. 2 matches tonight, a combined 3.5 stars. That's not great, but you know what? Meiko Satomura is great. So, hey, here I am down here in the corner. I'm yours truly, Pat Dooley. Hello, folks. You've been hearing my voice for the last 2 hours. Only got to see me for a little bit of it because I wanted the action to take center stage. So, we now know the final 32 women in the largest simulated women's wrestling tournament ever. We already knew coming into this episode that Thunder Rosa, Charlotte Flair, Taya Valkyrie, Miyu Yamashita, Masha Slamovich, Utami Hayashishida, Shoko Nakajima, Arisa Nakajima, Maki Ito, Lufisto, JC Jane, Viva Van, Savannah Evans, Tootie Lynn, Jamie Hayter, Jessica Troy, Hikari Noah, Serena Deeb, Natalia, Miyu Watanabe, Raquel Rodriguez, Saori Anu, Dana Brooke, Miranda Alizé, Marty Bell, Shayna Baszler, Layla Gray, and Becca had qualified. And then tonight we can add Davienne, Koguma, Jordynne Grace, and that woman to my left, Meiko Satomura, rounding out the final 32. 2 episodes remain of this tournament. We will see the first one on Sunday when we kick off rounds 3 and 4. And then those rounds conclude on Thursday, the 30th. At that point, we will have 8 women remaining in the tournament. Those 8 women will then advance to WreSIMania, where they will compete in the quarterfinals. The winners go to the semifinals, and the winners go on to the final to challenge for the World Simuladies Championship. Meanwhile, this Thursday and next Tuesday, in not this time slot, but the one we were going to have at 7 o'clock Central, we still have our tag team tournament. The 100 is ongoing. Just mentioned Yuka Sakazaki, who just lost to Meiko Satomura. She's one half of the Magical Sugar Rabbits. They will face Z-Brats. The winners of that match will face Violence is Forever. We've also got Toxic Attraction against the Motor City Machine Guns. We've got the OC against Pretty Empowered. Mercedes Monet and Naomi against Disaster Box. Hermanos Lee against the Kings of the District. And the Outfielders against the Philly Marino Experience, with the winners facing the Briscoe Brothers. So we have 6 second-round matches, followed by 4 third-round matches to claim the last 4 spots in the 4th round, the round of 16. Then on the 28th, we'll be back with rounds 4 and 5, which will then narrow that tournament down to a final 4, who will all go on to WreSIMania alongside the 8 women challenging for the World Simu Ladies Championship, the 8 men challenging for the World Simulate Tag Championships will also move on to that show. Folks, there are 4 more episodes of Pro Wrestling Simulated before the season 2 finale, WreSIMania, coming up WrestleMania weekend. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hope to see you Thursday. Hope to see you Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday, and then Thursday again, and especially April 2nd for WrestIMania. Until then, I am yours truly, Pat Dooley.